Let's talk about repetition and what exactly does it mean that what you repeat is what you get. I am not just referring on repeating affirmations, whether they are general or more specific, but I want to be more holistic about what does it mean to repeat your wanted reality in this video. And if you have been stuck with manifestation, or perhaps you're just passionate about this topic, hello everyone, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. And on Patreon I do make extra videos weekly. In fact, today I'm gonna post a video on how to smash resistance. I even made a short on this channel, and I do also have membership program and collective coaching that I offer on my memberships, as well as my e-courses. You can all find them on my YouTube membership. To know more, just subscribe, hit the ring bell button so you always get notified, and read the description box down below for all that I have to offer. But now let's get back to the video. Okay, you guys, repetition is such a common topic. We're not talking about necessarily anything new. As you guys, you know, I made hundreds of videos about manifestation. I like to keep it simple and effortless, and I don't like to overcomplicate manifesting, and neither saying that there is any secret sauce, because I just don't believe in that. I believe that we are built to manifest. We are born to manifest, and in actuality, we do manifest every single day. But once we understand how this universe works and how our mind works, even on a tiny level, as we know today, scientifically speaking as well, we start realizing that not only we create our own reality, but we can consciously create our own reality. Therefore, we can put very powerful intentions to make our desire happen, because as Neville Goddard used to say, creation is finished. Everything is happening in a continuous present moment, even though we don't always have perception of that. But how can we understand if everything that's happening in the future is already happening? How do I see it? Neville Goddard used to teach people that you can see it through your imagination, which means many things, meaning if you desire something, you can have it. It already exists. It's already in your plan. If you can imagine it, if you can see it, it's because you can have it. You can create it, even though you're not necessarily creating anything and neither necessarily attracting, but you can use those terms if it makes it easier for you to understand. But you're just shifting yourself into that reality which already exists. I've made so many other videos about this, quantum physics, quantum shifting, so many more videos. Just refer to my older ones or other YouTubers that you might like that talk about this. It's well spread in the community as a topic. But today, therefore, I want to talk more about repetition. Now, Neville Goddard, as many other teachers, and I can quote Florence Scovel Shinn or even Joseph Murphy, they highly believed in the power of repetition. Now, I've always taken a stand sometimes against repetition, and I'm going to explain you why and specifically, but I also realized the more I was making videos and working with people, that the fact that I don't repeat as much the affirmation is just because I decide not to, and that's what I believe, and therefore I can affirm once or twice and it manifests, but that doesn't mean that this is like this for everyone. And that's why, as a coach, as a teacher, and that's why other teachers and Neville Goddard used to say that actually repetition is very important, because repetition does imprint the subconscious mind. Like, think about the brain as having certain patterns that you have learned throughout the years because of your past, because of certain emotional responses, because of things that you got taught, and so you go in automatic mode when it comes down to certain inner conversation, thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that you have. You don't understand that sometimes you just go in autopilot because your subconscious is just repeating these programs for you, because those programs are nothing but thoughts that you kept repeating in the past, or they have imprinted because of a very strong emotional standpoint that you were in the past, or because they were taught to you when you were a child, when therefore your subconscious mind was widely open. Now, we're not going to get too much into the reason why you have certain programs, but each and every one of us has some. So obviously, as for anything that you're learning new, it takes a level of repetition to imprint a new belief system. So you can make it so easy, and I'm not gonna sit here and just say, repeat the affirmations, because that's obvious. If you have any sort of resistance or opposing thoughts to making money, for example, and you perceive making money as hard, of course you should affirm money. It's easy, money comes to me, I make this amount of money, and repeat it through the day as a routine to recreate new pattern in your brain and to make your subconscious mind manifest it. However, you can make it even easier if you understand repetition on a deeper level, and this is what my video is for. So you do understand why repetition is important. You do it and you do affirm for it and you repeat it during the day. Great. Perfect. Keep doing that. But at the same time, what you have to understand about repetition is that you don't just have to repeat the affirmation. You could literally just say everything is wonderful, like Neville Goddard used to say. I said this many times. Many good teachers say this all the time, because your subconscious mind knows what you want. So you can just say everything is wonderful or my life is amazing, and just repeat that and everything will manifest. Like, you don't have to have 20 lines of 20 different affirmations and repeat them on a loop unless that makes you feel good and you decide that that's what you want to do. You don't have to do that. And you can even just repeat your specific affirmation once or twice a day, and that's it. But what will make the difference is what you repeat consistently out loud, what you write, what you repeat consistently in your mind. So what am I saying by this? You never stop manifesting. Understand this deeply. You never stop manifesting. You cannot stop manifesting. You cannot stop thinking. You have little control to the mind because you only have 5% of conscious thoughts and the rest is subconscious. You are constantly producing emotions and thoughts, and emotions do affect thoughts, and thoughts affects emotion, and so on and so forth. Therefore, you're constantly pushing out your reality. You're constantly creating your reality, whether you're conscious of it or not. So you cannot stop manifesting. You are already wonderful at manifesting. You were built to manifest. Imprint this in your head, because that's just simply the truth. You can have control over your reality if you understand that. Therefore, when you finish your session of affirmation, visualizations, or whatever it is that you do, you cannot go, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care if people are going to be like, it's a limiting belief. No, it's not. If you just will practice this, your manifestation will be faster. You cannot affirm, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm loved, my SP wants me, or whatever it is that you want, and then go to your best friends and start moaning for hours about the fact that SP didn't call you, or about the fact that you gotta pay your bills. Because what is it that you are repeating right there? It's almost like you're shooting an arrow of intention that you know it's gonna manifest in your affirmations, and then you pull it back some way because you're going somewhere else and repeating a different story. So you have to be more holistic about the way you repeat. What are you writing in comment sections of people? What are you watching on social media? What are you repeating as an inner conversation in your head? What are you repeating to your friends? And you can make it easy, because many people complain, and I do understand that. Like, I'm with you, I've been there. That's why I'm talking in the way that I'm talking. Like, let's say, oh, but my best friend is asking me about my ESP, or my parents are asking me about university, or they're asking me about my grades, or they're asking me about unwanted circumstances, fill in the blank, right? Can you just train your mind to just say, hi, hello, Martha, how are you doing? How has it been doing with your SP? Everything is wonderful. Like, right now, I just don't want to talk about it because I just feel so good. And people will be nosy sometimes, and they will ask you, why do you feel so good? Nothing has happened. And you're like, because I just feel good. and cut it short. Just, you don't have to say to everybody what you're up to, first and foremost, and you can train yourself to just answer, everything is wonderful, everything is going fine. Like, I don't know, I see people trying to manifest and then randomly some friends or someone that they know, they cross the, they meet each other on the street, they're like, hey, how you doing? And systematically like, not too bad. So that's always the answer, not too bad. What are you repeating? You're repeating that your life is like, or no good, I just had that bill to pay. You need to train your mind to repeat a different story with a different attitude. People will look at you weirdly, do not care. People will tell you sometimes you're delusional, do not care, because that's your reality. Do you know how many times people were trying, like, they told me I'm delusional? My answer to that, it's like, I know I'm just the way that I am, but it just makes me feel so good. Cut it freaking short. Like, you don't have to justify yourself with the world. But it's very important, because if you will just repeat the reality that you want with your affirmation, but also go out there in the world and just repeat a different story just by saying, hey, I'm doing great. Why? Nothing has happened. I don't know, I just feel great today. Maybe you don't feel great. Maybe you don't even believe that things are gonna change. You don't have to, but I want you to repeat a different story, even out loud. I want you to repeat, everything is great. You wake up in the morning, it's raining, it's terrible weather, and maybe you hate the rain. I want you to repeat, I freaking love it. Everything is so wonderful. I love my life. Maybe you gotta pay so much bills, you're worried. My world takes care of me. Everything is wonderful. That's what you gotta repeat. You repeat the affirmations for your specific desires, for sure. I'm not saying to leave that, but I also want you to repeat completely different story, because the manifestation boils down to identification in the end, whatever you identify with. And your subconscious mind doesn't understand whether what you're saying is true or not. It just takes it as true. So you want to make sure that you're not just paying attention to the affirmations that you do, but you really pay attention to the attitudes that you're having. So just repeat that everything is going good, even if in the moment you don't believe in it. Now, you're gonna have bumps in the road. Maybe you're not gonna be perfect every single day. It's like going to the gym, right? You're not gonna have an amazing workout every single time, but you go to the gym with the intention to have fun and have an amazing workout. Sometimes you won't make it, but sometimes you will, and it's gonna get better and then better and then better and then better. And that's how you build skill, and that's how you're gonna see faster results. And then thinking, oh, my life is so great, it's gonna come automatic, because guess what? The more you repeat that your life is so great, the more it's gonna turn out great, and the more you're gonna be like, that's just what it is, my life is so great. I used to be someone that was complaining a lot about things, and still nowadays I have to pay attention when I'm going back to my old self and I go back to complaining for something. My boyfriend, my fiance, always makes me notice that. I became so much better at it, but sometimes because it's so imprinted in my subconscious mind, I tend to revert back to complaining mode. Now, I used to complain for days or weeks, then because I started to consciously manifest and affirm, it started to go, shorter and shorter and shorter. And now I just do it for like 2 minutes and then it's over, because I notice, we are not doing that. Now, I tend to also adjust this because I know that it's a little bit part of myself. Sometimes I need to rent things out. So if I decide to rent things out, I just do in that 2-3 minutes, I rent them all out. And then I'm like, you know what? Everything is freaking amazing. We're gonna do this and I'm gonna show it to my world. You'll see, I tend to use that complaining vibe, that rant at my advantage to redirect my thoughts. But it's all about changing your perception and identifying with a different version of you. So, repetition. Repetition, yes, is key. Yes, you should affirm in your own way, in your own term, but also pay attention to what you're repeating in comment sections of videos, in your social media, with your friends and family, and in your mind, meaning in your inner conversation. Because I'm kidding you not, guys, when I don't pay attention, sorry, my dog. When I don't pay attention to this and I let my thoughts run wild in the complaining mode or whatever I'm in, I notice a tendency that, or unwanted circumstances coming my way, or the delay of my manifestation. But when instead I just make the conscious effort of saying, hey, maybe I don't believe that today is a good day, maybe nothing really has happened to make me think that this is a good day, but I'm gonna say it anyway, things start turning again so fast. So it is just a matter of paying attention and understanding that you can even just affirm once, my SP loves me, or I'm rich, but if you repeat through the world that everything is going good, then your specific affirmation are gonna gain a lot more power. So yes, repeat, but pay attention to what you repeat, because what you repeat, holistically speaking, is what you get. Okay, you guys, I hope this video was easy and straightforward. Let me know in the comment section down below. I also see you on Patreon for this extra video about resistance and so much more, and I'll see you very soon on this channel as well. Bye.